true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix, ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. It is my honor to declare this convocation officially convened. Please take your seats and rest comfortably. For those of you in the bleachers today, you might notice the seats are a little more comfortable than they've been in the past. This is our first week carrying out official service ceremonies in our newly renovated Jacksonton gym. So enjoy the comfortable seating. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. My name is Deborah Yedlin, and I am the Chancellor of the University of Calgary. Like every flight, we're going to start with a quick safety briefing. In the event of a fire alarm, please remain seated while we investigate. If an evacuation is required, we ask that you follow the instructions of the ushers and the marshals to the nearest stairwell and exit the building. Emergency exits are located on the upper track level, behind me on the north wall, and also at the court level. Life vests are under your seats. You can also exit the gymnasium on the upper level at the southwest corner, and if family and friends get a little too excited, oxygen masks will drop from the ceiling. Acknowledging our history and traditional lands is an important step towards reconciliation with Indigenous peoples. Today we are gathered together on the traditional territories of the people of the Treaty 7 region in southern Alberta which includes the Blackfoot Confederacy, comprising the Siksika, Piikani, and Kainai First Nations, as well as the Tsuut'ina First Nation and the Stoney Nakoda, including the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Wesley First Nations. The City of Calgary is also home to Métis Nation of Alberta Region 3. I would also like to note that the University of Calgary is situated on land adjacent to where the Bow River meets the Elbow River, and that the traditional Blackfoot name of this place is Mohkinstsis, which we now call the City of Calgary. It's a pleasure to welcome today's graduates who sit before me, along with your family and friends, to this afternoon's convocation ceremony. University President and Vice Chancellor Dr. Ed McCauley and I are pleased to welcome honorary degree recipient Suzanne Craig and Order of the University of Calgary recipient Dr. Robbie Babbins-Wagner. I'm also pleased to welcome Jill Wyatt, Chair of the University of Calgary Board of Governors, members of our Board of Governors, University Senators, Dr. Drew Marshall, University of Calgary Provost and Vice President Academic, members of our senior leadership team, Jessica Revington, Students' Union President, Mohammed Mansouri, Graduate Students Association President, and other executive members of our Students' Union and Graduate Students Association. I'm also pleased to welcome Jeremy Nixon, MLA for Calgary-Klein. Welcome to Nicholas Devlin, Justice of the Court of Queen's Bench of Alberta. A warm welcome to His Worship Mayor Nenshi. Welcome to Calgary City Councillors Dr. Jody Gondek and Ward Sutherland. A warm welcome too to Chancellor Emeritus Brian Norford, as well as past honorary degree recipients present with us today, Francis Wright and Janice Eisenhower. Welcome also to our distinguished graduate, Max Chan. I'd now like to ask Jeremy Nixon to come forward and bring greetings on behalf of the Government of Alberta.
I tell you, it's pretty cool being here, a little surreal. It was 15 years ago. I think I was sitting back there somewhere, so thank you for having me here. It's an honor to be here on behalf of Minister of Children's Services, Rebecca Schultz, and our Premier, Jason Kenney. Thank you, Chancellor Yedlin and President McCauley, for inviting me to speak with these remarkable graduates here today. Congratulations, class of 2019. You made it. You made it through world-class programs that demanded sacrifice and determination, and you should all be very proud of yourselves. Many of you are in the process of making decisions about your future, even probably right now as you're hearing me. Some of you will be pursuing further education, and many of you will be entering the workforce. I am a proud alumni of this institution. I started my post-secondary career with the goal of becoming an architect. But like many students, I needed a job to pay my way through school. I found that job working overnights at the Mustard Seed Shelter, and it didn't take long. I can tell you this, it didn't take long for me to change my career ambition, and as a result, the focus of my education. I figured I could design buildings later. Right now, I was needed. I spent the next 15 years serving the homeless and vulnerable youth in this city. And although my son and I like to dabble in making some pretty cool Lego towers, I have not looked back nor regretted the dedicating myself to serving my neighbors in need. Of course, I was inspired by seeing firsthand the resiliency and the courage of people rising out of poverty. Inspiration also came in seeing so many volunteers and community organizations step forward and give so generously. What was inspiring was watching neighbors serve neighbors. And of course, I now get to be here today with you as the MLA for Calgary-Klein, which is pretty cool. I'm very proud to be a part of this government. We are working hard to increase your post-secondary opportunities by strengthening our economy and getting Alberta back to work. But we are also focused on making life better for our province's vulnerable children, youth, and families. And it is on behalf of them that I have a request for you today. I want you to stay here in Alberta. I want you to put your knowledge, your passion to work here in our province. The incredible community that the University of Calgary has built extends well beyond this campus. From the communities, it's across all of this province, from the northern forest to the southern foothills. From our communities of new immigrants to families that have been here for many hundreds of years, we are blessed. And it's because of that blessing that in the months and years ahead, I urge you to take risks and say yes. Say yes to giving your time and energy to a not-for-profit in your community. Say yes to helping a neighbor with their garden or being a mentor for a young person in search of guidance. Say yes to standing up for what you believe in, to facing adversity with courage, and to helping those in need. Our province tackles new challenges every day, and not one of us can solve them alone. Pursue the life you want and create the future of your dreams. Whether as an entrepreneur, a teacher, a social worker, or a lifelong student, in any career you may choose, remember that there is always an opportunity to serve your community and your fellow Albertans. So with that, I say congratulations again, class of 2019. I cannot wait to see the remarkable things that you are going to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy. I'd also like to extend a special welcome to professors and staff from the faculties of Social Arts, Social Work, and Graduate Studies. A special welcome to professors and staff. It is incredible to be here with all of you today for this important milestone. Now, I know some of you here are here under duress. Your parents made you come to your own convocation. Imagine. But it is incredibly important for you to be here, to mark this pivotal milestone which represents your individual journeys. And being here with your family also acknowledges that they were part of your journey. Take a moment and wave to your friends and family in the bleachers who are here today and who helped you along the way. Your degrees represent the culmination of years of hard work. For some, the words of Winston Churchill might come to mind: blood, toil, tears, and sweat. So therefore, it is a time to celebrate and acknowledge your achievements. Today, it is all about you. Graduates, you are equipped with an education that will hold its own wherever you find yourselves as you embark on your respective journeys. To those graduating from the Faculty of Arts, you have unlimited possibilities of avenues you can pursue with this degree. I'm a good reference point for that. I started with a BA in English and Economics, which I like to call my Be Anything degree. My BA gave me the skills to analyze, synthesize, and communicate, to translate complex issues into everyday language for everyone to understand. It also gave me the skills to intellectualize an argument and to understand both sides of an issue. In today's polarized world, dominated by simplistic tweets, we need cogent, thoughtful analysis more than ever. I think of my BA as facilitating a transfer of knowledge across disciplines. To our social work graduates, your work is needed now more than ever as we deal with the pressing challenges facing society here in Calgary and around the world. Your work often goes unnoticed, but it is vital to maintaining the fabric of our society. From dealing with issues of mental health, domestic violence, advocating for those who are disadvantaged, you help members of society through the arc of life. You improve relationships, restore functionality, and are present in the darkest of hours. I know you will apply this knowledge in our community or wherever your journey takes you and make a difference. And to our graduate students, I know how hard you've worked and the time and effort that you've taken to elevate your course of study to the next level. Be proud of everything you have accomplished. Pursuing graduate studies requires curiosity, tenacity, and a passionate dedication to your field. Graduates, part of getting an education is about asking questions and seeking answers and learning through that process. The whys and the hows have no limits in any discipline. To each of you graduating today, regardless of your field of study, those two simple words carry with them the tremendous potential of setting you on a path to better understand an issue or problem and where the solutions might lie. Your education is your ticket to an exciting future. How you use it is what matters. Don't feel constrained by the letters in your degree. Indeed, there is a newly published book, Why Generalists Triumph in a Specialized World, which argues breadth of experience rather than narrow specialization is what leads to success, because you explore your interests and find your strengths. And in fact, in academia, the most productive scientists are also those who have serious hobbies outside their teaching professions. You might want to quiz your professors on that at your leisure. And according to one analysis, Nobel laureates are 22 times more likely to be amateur actors, dancers, magicians, or other performers than other scientists. Despite what you feel right now, there is no rush. Sometimes finding the sweet spot of where you really want to be takes time. When I was a whole lot younger and rather impatient, my dad would tell me a story from the Talmud about a man walking to Jerusalem and reaching a fork in the road. He asks a man standing at that fork, "Which way should I go?" And the man says, "If you take the road on the left, it is the short road that is long. But if you take the road on the right, it is the long road that is short." To the graduates of the University of Calgary's class of 2019, enjoy the journey, don't be afraid to take a detour, and congratulations. I would now invite President and Vice Chancellor Ed McCauley to come forward and address Convocation.
Thank you, Chancellor Edlin. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm absolutely delighted to welcome all of you to Convocation 2019. This is the exclamation point at the end of a very, very exciting academic year. It's a celebration of all the hard work and dedication shown by our students throughout their learning experience. Most importantly, it's a chance to look forward to the future. The graduates who walk across this stage are extraordinary. They are the leaders and innovators that our world needs most right now. And they are the reason for everything we do at the University of Calgary. Graduates, we are so proud of you. Congratulations to the class of 2019. I also want to join Chancellor Yedlin in welcoming the people who have made this convocation that much more special. Jeremy Nixon, MLA for Calgary Klein, thank you so much for those words of inspiration. The Honourable Nicholas Devlin, Justice of the Court of Queen's Bench of Alberta and a Judge ex officio of the Court of Appeal of Alberta. His Worship, City Councillors and other community leaders, Honorary Degree recipient Suzanne Craig, Order of the University of Calgary recipient Robbie Babbins-Wagner, and our distinguished graduate Max Chan. Welcome. And of course, a big welcome to all of the family and friends who have supported our students throughout their tremendous academic journey. In fact, it's the thanks to this community that the University of Calgary is achieving its status as a great university. Great universities transform lives for the better. We exist to create a positive impact in society. The knowledge we create and the solutions we offer all tie back to this commitment. And our impact starts right here on our campuses and in the experiences that we provide our students. This includes opportunities to learn from some of the best in their field, to conduct research, to explore new forms of creativity and innovation. This is also about the opportunity to study abroad, to collaborate with peers, help people in need, and so much more. The best university experience is one that empowers our students to grow in all areas of life. And this empowerment is our investment in their success, not only as learners, but also as good leaders and caring citizens. The University of Calgary is home to many people who contribute to this type of student experience, and I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge them. If I can ask all of you to please stand where you are and remain standing, could I ask our faculty and staff on the dais and also in the audience to please stand and be acknowledged? All of our faculty and staff, and in the audience as well. Thank you so much for everything you do for our students to create this tremendous experience. Could I ask members of our Board of Governors and Senate and Chancellors, past and present, to please stand and be acknowledged? Thank you very much. I mentioned that this graduating class represents the leaders who will change the world for the better. How do I know this? Well, it's because of the incredibly talented students in this room have actually already done it. You're already leaders. You've stepped up to tough challenges, taken the initiative, and made a difference in our communities in so many ways. I'd like to share 2 examples with you. Catherine Bertram graduates today with a Master of Arts in Greek and Roman Studies. Catherine, could you stand or wave for us? Catherine, right here. This latest degree makes Catherine a double alumna. She also completed her undergraduate studies at our university with a double major in mechanical engineering and ancient medieval history. You heard that right. You did. Catherine is very passionate about bridging the sciences and the humanities, and she has pursued this passion through a remarkable program. During her studies, Catherine examined the connections between science, engineering, and the humanities in ancient Rome. She discovered that these disciplines often overlapped in education programs for engineers. Learners need to be adept in both technical expertise and topics like literature. Based on these insights, Catherine sees an exciting opportunity to improve our understanding about the philosophy behind ancient Roman engineering. This fall, Catherine will continue her work when she joins Durham University in England to begin her PhD. Congratulations, Catherine. John Maniak and Samuel Mathen are both graduating today with a Bachelor of Social Work. Could you give us a shout out? At the back right there. John and Samuel. And Samuel. Thank you. Their story is one of tremendous resilience and courage. When we all talk about the personal journey that all students take in their education, it's difficult to imagine just how far John and Samuel have come. When they were just children, John and Samuel were taken from their parents in South Sudan and forced to become child soldiers. They traveled by foot for more than 1,000 kilometers and survived incredible hardships in a war zone. After several years, John and Samuel found their way to a refugee camp in Kenya, and then eventually they immigrated to Canada. Here in their new home, John and Samuel faced many new challenges. They needed to learn English, earn a living, and support their families. But John and Samuel were determined to complete their education. They worked tirelessly to achieve this goal and earned their degrees in a profession that would allow them to help others. John and Samuel have been such inspiring leaders at our university, and we cannot wait to see what they will achieve next. Congratulations, John and Samuel. There are numerous other stories of leadership from this graduating class. I wish I had the time here today to share as many of them as possible, because these stories demonstrate the extraordinary achievements of our students. You've shown that good leaders are defined by their actions, by their willingness to listen to others, think critically, show accountability, and apply their skills for the benefit of society. And it's through your continued leadership that the University of Calgary creates its ultimate impact around the world. Graduates, you are the best ambassadors for our university, and your graduation is just the beginning. You have an amazing journey ahead of you, and at each step of the way, please remember that you are not alone. As UCalgary alumni, you become part of a family of leaders, over 180,000 strong. And these alumni, like you, care about impact. They care about finding solutions and improving lives here in our city, across our country, and around the world. So many of you have already shown this commitment throughout your student experience. You are leading the way to a positive and more positive future. And wherever this path takes you, I know that you will go very, very far. Congratulations. The university draws its strength from its community, its students, its faculty, its staff, and its alumni. The Order of the University of Calgary honors those within our community who have brought great esteem to our university. Eminent Chancellor, Robbie Babins-Wagner is a true citizen of the University of Calgary.
Robbie is a leader in the field of mental health. She is also a proud U Calgary alumna and an adjunct professor in the Faculty of Social Work. As the CEO of Calgary Counseling Centre, Robbie has implemented practice-based evidence to inform the centre services and improve outcomes. She holds extensive experience in counseling, supporting domestic abuse survivors, child welfare, and healthcare. Throughout her remarkable 40-year career, Robbie has also demonstrated outstanding commitment and service to the University of Calgary. She has conducted leading-edge research, directly informing and shaping mental health practices at the national and international scale. Robbie's findings have been disseminated around the world in publications and conference presentations. Her contributions have often been in areas of leadership. Robbie has served on the Dean's Advisory Committee for the Faculty of Social Work. She has participated in numerous curriculum change processes and course redesigns, and she has helped lead the development and delivery of an online MSW specialization in leadership in the human services. Robbie has also supported numerous accreditation and quality assurance review processes for the Faculty of Social Work. Robbie received her PhD in social work from the University of Calgary, a Master of Social Work from Carleton University, and bachelor's degrees in social work and psychology from McGill University. Her remarkable career and leadership make her an inspiration to other graduating students.
Eminent Chancellor, I invite you to admit her as a member of the Order of the University of Calgary in recognition of her exemplary and distinguished service to the university.
It is my great pleasure to admit you to the Order of the University of Calgary. Congratulations, Mazel Tov. Thank you.
I would like to now introduce Murray McGilvray, our university orator, who will deliver the citation for our honorary degree recipient.
Suzanne Craig, please stand. Eminent Chancellor, President Macaulay, members of the Senate and the Board of Governors, fellow faculty, graduating students, honored guests. I once knew an old Canadian journalist at the top of his career, winner of many awards, who told me that the award he was happiest to receive was finding out that he was on Prime Minister Brian Mulroney's enemies list. Suzanne Craig has just received a Pulitzer Prize for her reporting on Donald Trump's finances in a massive story published in the New York Times in October 2018. But measured in enemies lists, her story that broke last month, on May 7th this year, the other shoe falling was an even bigger deal, unleashing a tweet storm from the President of the United States himself. The first story, the Pulitzer story, revealed that far from building a modest $1 million loan from his father into a business worth billions of dollars, his own oft-repeated story, Trump received at least $413 million from his father, often by methods fraudulent or at least questionable. The second story also punctured the myth of the master deal maker, showing that over a 10-year period for which Suzanne Craig and Russ Butner were able to access tax return information, Donald J. Trump and his businesses lost over $1 billion. Craig started her career in journalism right here at the University of Calgary, working for our beloved student newspaper, The Gauntlet, while pursuing a political science degree. She was selected for a Calgary Herald internship, and after graduation went to work for the Windsor Star. She was soon recruited to the Globe and Mail, where she is best known for reporting on insider trading schemes, and then to the Wall Street Journal, where she covered the Wall Street causes of the Great Recession and corruption at the New York Stock Exchange. Moving to the New York Times, she was Albany bureau chief and worked on the business section, but became dedicated to the Trump story after receiving 3 front pages of his tax returns in the mail in 2016, probably the biggest scoop of that election year. I love the fact that the Pulitzer jury moved the Trump reporting from the investigative journalism category to the explanatory journalism category before awarding the prize. Suzanne Craig's most outstanding characteristics as a journalist are relentless digging into complex financial matters, and even more important, the ability to tell a necessarily complex financial story in terms that the average reader can understand. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate and the University, I invite you to investigative and explanatory journalist Suzanne Craig with the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
I admit you, Suzanne Craig, to the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa, and grant you all the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to this degree. Congratulations.
Thank you very much for the kind words, and Chancellor Yedlin, Professor, Mr. President, distinguished faculty. I just want to say thank you very much for putting this day together, and to Lorna Pregner, my nominator. Just a really incredible thing, and certainly not least, congratulations to the graduating class. You guys, I hope you really enjoy the day, so well done. So thank you for having me at your convocation, and I'm going to start with a bit of a confession, which is although I graduated from the University of Calgary, I never actually attended my graduation ceremony, this pretty momentous day that you guys are here for. And I wish I had an interesting story to tell you why I didn't attend, like being hungover from an epic party the night before. But no, in my case, I had taken a summer job across the country. I was broke, and I was afraid to ask for time off, so I didn't come home for it. It's been a huge regret of mine ever since, so thank you for giving me the chance for this do-over. So as you heard, I work at the New York Times, and in the months since I learned that I would be here today, I have spent some time reflecting on my road both to New York and to that storied paper. And I'm going to start by taking you right inside. There's a long hallway on the 15th floor of the Times building in Midtown Manhattan, several floors above the newsroom where I work. And it's home to what the Times calls the Pulitzer Wall. And as the name would suggest, when you win a Pulitzer, they hang your picture there. And it remains there for time in memoriam, as our executive editor reminds us when he talks about the wall. For most reporters, this wall may as well be Mount Everest. It's both inspiring, intimidating, in equal measure. Many of the people on this wall have changed or shaped the course of history. David Halberstam's coverage of the Vietnam War is there, as are the people who led our coverage of the bombings of the World Trade Center. More recently, the team that sparked the Me Too movement won a Pulitzer Prize. I'm incredibly humbled that they recently hung my picture on that wall. Though when I look at it, it reminds me a bit of that childhood game. One of these things is not like the other. I barely made it through high school, and I graduated, but I didn't have the marks I needed to get into the University of Calgary. I wasn't even close. And at 18 years old, I was forced to live on my own, and I needed to support myself, so I took the one job I could find. I didn't have a lot of time, and I ended up working at the Wendy's not far from here by the Foothills Hospital. It's a story not many people know. It may be news to some of my family members who are here today. And it's hard for me to admit because I knew I wanted more for myself, but there I was working at a fast food outlet for minimum wage. And it was then I realized that I had to start investing in myself, or this was going to be my life. So I upgraded my high school marks and I applied to the University of Calgary, and I was accepted. And what I found here on campus proved to be invaluable, and it began the day I walked through the door of the Gauntlet's office and signed up to be a volunteer reporter. I can't tell you what exactly led me there. Maybe it's because I'd always been a curious, inquisitive kid. I used to actually buy private detective kits off the back of cereal boxes. But whatever it was, the Gauntlet, I discovered something that I truly love, and it's journalism. I was lucky. I knew immediately this was my calling. I didn't know where or even how, but I knew that nothing and no one was going to stand in my way. I was going to be a reporter. My hope for all of you is that you find something incredible that you truly love to do, and you get to do it, because it's a really special thing. So this was something. I was a determined girl reporter, just 19 years old, but I was still a long way from the New York Times, or any job really. And looking back, I see I got to where I am today by doing a few important things. One of them is when I was your age, I took a lot of risks. And the great thing about being young is you can take risks. The downsides are often minimal, and the payoff can be enormous. And it was my advantage, and I really hope you can make it yours. And every day I take to heart some simple advice from that guy who invented the light bulb, Thomas Edison. He said the way to succeed is to try just one more time, and I still do that every day. One more call, and one more email, and one more run at something that just seems impossible. I find I'm almost always rewarded when I do it. So at the Gauntlet, I decided I wanted a summer job at the Calgary Herald, a place that only seemed to hire students from journalism programs. This was before email, which is hard to believe. I know for many of you that age existed. But I started writing, because I couldn't send emails, I started writing letters to the city editor of the Calgary Herald. And then I'd call him from time to time, and then I would send him some more letters. That editor, his name is Gary Park. He finally surrendered, I think just to shut me up. But I got my foot in the door. Gary, who is a good friend today, he told me that he had doubts about my chances for success back then, and I'm glad he waited to share that thought, because it might have crushed me at the time. So the next year, my final year at the U of C, when I was in your position, I got a list of all the daily newspapers in Canada, and I sent each and every one my resume without exception. And I got a huge response. I got dozens of rejection letters. Yeah, and I kept them all. Yeah, I don't let anything go. Some papers let me down easy. Gary Mason, the city editor at the Vancouver Sun, he wrote to say that I hadn't made the cut, but he encouraged me to apply again. Persistence pays off, he said. A man after my own heart. The Toronto Star, however, wasn't so nice. top editor there told me I had been edged out by students the Star felt had, quote unquote, better writing and reporting skills. Yeah, that hurt. However, one paper did want to talk to me, and sometimes that's all you need. The Windsor Star wrote to say that if I came to them, they would see me. It was my one shot, so I took a big risk for me back then. I got all the money I had, and I bought a plane ticket to Windsor, Ontario, a place I had never been and knew no one, but it worked. They offered me a summer internship. So within 10 years of graduating from the University of Calgary, I was working as a reporter in New York City. That decision to fly to Windsor was one of several crazy things I did to get there. A few years after I'd been working in Windsor, I decided I really wanted to move to Toronto. I sent my resume around, and the Financial Post offered me a 1-month contract. Yeah, a 1-month contract. Not a year, but a 30-day contract. It wasn't the greatest job offer ever, but I chose to leave that full-time union job with a pension that I had in Windsor for that 1-month contract. I knew nothing about financial reporting. I think the president would tell you I still don't. But I was 26 years old, and I wanted to see if I could make a go of it in Toronto, so I took that 30-day job. And it was one of the best career moves I have ever made. I got to Toronto, the paper hired me, and I learned the ins and outs of business reporting. Without that, I am certain I would not be where I am today. It got me to Toronto, to the Globe and Mail, to the Wall Street Journal, and to covering this guy named Donald Trump. So today I still take some risks, though maybe not as daring as those. I open my Twitter account, and that can be a bit scary most days, but I do it. There I've learned everything from Trump supporters, don't really care about his finances, don't think I know much about them, and most of them think I should invest in a good hairbrush. But over the years, I've covered a few politicians in addition to Mr. Trump, and I hear what they say to the crowds, and I see what they do in the shadows, sometimes literally. One of my favorite stories that I ever wrote was for The Gauntlet, and it involved an epic parking scandal here on campus. It was great, and I think many people even on stage will appreciate it. I got a tip one night at the Den that the student union president had been abusing his all-access parking pass he got with his position. He got it, and so did all the bigwigs on campus. The pass at the time, I did some reporting on this morning, and it no longer exists, but it was called the Rover Pass. And it was so named because the pass holder could rove and park for free on any lot in campus. It was a good deal. And, well, there was one lot that you couldn't park in it. The one lot that was off limits was the heated underground parking lot at McEwen Hall, right below the student union president's office. So there was a big parking crisis on campus at the time. I'm guessing there probably still is. And when I was there, it was so bad that this university president, he actually had refused his Rover Pass because of the message that it would send to the student body. It's probably also good public relations, but so we knew that if somebody was abusing the Rover Pass, that it was going to be huge news. So we at The Gauntlet, we went big on this story, and we decided the best way to confirm this was to stake out the home of the student union president and follow him onto campus. It was great. We did it. We had 4 reporters in 2 cars. One of the reporters, by the way, Nick Devlin, is on stage today. It's great. He just became a judge, so The Gauntlet, we're Gauntlet proud here. He took the really great photos that we got that ran in The Gauntlet. But we staked out the front door and the back door, and we didn't have cell phones back then, another thing, but we bought walkie-talkies. And we showed up before dawn. It was freezing out. It was in February, and we tailed the student union president right from his house, right onto campus, and right down into the ramp into that heated and shadowy parking garage. And Nick got the picture of him exiting the car. So after we got all this, it was as sort of we thought it would be. We went over, and I asked the parking attendant who was at the gate that morning why he let the student union president in, given the pass's restrictions. He was quite frank. He said he knew he wasn't supposed to do it, but all the bigwigs on campus have those passes, and they complain if he stops them, so he just lets them right through. It was a classic abuse of power, and not a whole lot different from the abuses of power I cover today. And I have this incredible job. It's a privilege, really. I get to literally speak truth to power through the newspapers that I have worked for. And I hope some of you will go on to be reporters and get to experience that path, but whatever career you pick, I just want to encourage all of you to take risks and be unflinching and passionate about the things you believe in. You know, find a way to speak truth to the powers in your world and just say something when something doesn't add up, whether it's big or small. It's not always an easy thing to do, but if you do, I think you'll leave a better world for all the graduating classes that follow you. And I just want to say, like, wholeheartedly, really enjoy your day and congratulations. It's pretty special. Thanks.
Suzanne, thank you for honestly sharing your story with humor and of your journey from the Gauntlet to the Globe to the Wall Street Journal to the New York Times and scaling the journalistic equivalent of Mount Everest. Your message of the importance of taking risks, of persistence and courage is reminiscent of Churchill's words to never give in and never give up. For our graduates, and for those of you here today who may also be facing your own forks in the road, Suzanne, your words are particularly resonant, and we thank you for sharing them with us this afternoon.
Graduates, can you please stand? Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculties of the university, I present these graduates and those named in the Convocation program that are not able to be at this ceremony. I ask that they be pledged and admitted to the University of Calgary degrees that they have earned.
As a graduate of this university, you join a worldwide kinship of educated persons who have earned opportunities and responsibilities of leadership and service in their chosen communities. To recognize this affinity, we invite each graduate to stand and join with the thousands who have gone before in making the University of Calgary's pledge. Could I ask members of the audience who are graduates of the University of Calgary, could you please stand to affirm the graduates today? And please remain standing. The pledge is not an oath, but is a solemn expression of your intention to apply your learning and experience positively for the widest benefit. I invite all past graduates of the University of Calgary to support these newest University of Calgary alumni by standing and affirming a graduate's obligations and ideals. It's now my pleasure to introduce our distinguished graduate, Max Chan, to lead the graduate pledge. Max holds an undergraduate degree in economics from the University of Calgary and an MBA from Dalhousie University. He also completed the High Potential Leadership Program at the Harvard Business School and is a fellow of the Institute of Canadian Bankers. As Vice President and Treasurer for Enbridge, Inc., Max oversees corporate and project funding, banking, and cash management services across the Enbridge enterprise. Max is also an active contributor to our university, including his service as a member of the Faculty of Arts Alumni Advisory Council and as a mentor at the Haskayne School of Business since 2004. Please join me in welcoming Max Chan.
Graduates, I will now lead you in the graduate pledge on the inside back cover of your program. Please follow along and read aloud. When we finish, you will all say along with me, "This is my pledge." As a graduate of the University of Calgary, wherever life may take me, I will use my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability for the well-being of my communities and for the advancement of learning and the public good. I will conduct myself with honesty and integrity, taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions, and dignity of all peoples. I will maintain my competency and keep abreast of developments in my chosen fields. I will strive to better my communities through good citizenship and active participation. I will be a loyal ambassador for my university and will seek to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. I will honor all of those who have shared their knowledge with me and will in my turn share my knowledge and experience with those who enter my field or come under my direction. In all my dealings, I will endeavor to be known as a person of honor and repute, ever seeking to earn the peace of good conscience. This is my pledge.
By the authority of the statutes of Alberta and upon the recommendation of our faculties, I admit you to the University of Calgary degrees you have earned and grant you the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to those degrees. Congratulations, that's the official part. You've done it. Please be seated, and I invite family and friends to cheer or embarrass their graduates as they cross the stage as we commence the presentation of our graduates this afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Robin Yates. I'm the Interim Dean and Vice Provost of Graduate Studies. During their time at the University of Calgary, graduate students not only acquire knowledge through their own learning, they distribute knowledge through their teaching activities, they mobilize and translate knowledge through interactions with the community and with industry. And most notably, many of them create new knowledge through their original research contributions. Whilst all graduate students are registered at the Faculty of Graduate Studies, their true academic home are in their Faculty of Study. As such, I'd like to join my colleagues from the Faculty of Arts and the Faculty of Social Work to honour the recipients of graduate degrees here today. Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of Graduate Studies, we have the honour to present the following graduates.
For the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Justin Coet. Nicole Edge. Megan Lee Faulkner Ward. Akio Yamazaki. Lun Lee. For the degree Master of Arts, Alison Bite. Catherine Agnes Bertram. Madison Bradley. Catherine Frances Rita Butts. Julian Favreau. Nicholas Brian Gillen. Gordon Hawkes. Shahreen Keir. Jade Alaya Maverling. Victoria Marie McGowan. Jessica Tannenbaum. Erin Emily Vance. Ronaldo Vincini. Nelly Tutsi Alcaraz. Master of Social Work. For the degree Master of Social Work, Lee Alla. Caleb Anaker. Rebecca Sue Anderson. Melanie Ann Agulo. Randy Catherine Barter. Natalie Rose Beltrano. Leah Marion Berelowitz. Jenna Ann Berry. Bobby Bradley. Hannah Brechka. Danielle Maureen Bossier. Chelsea Rose Butler. Pauline Ann Cardinal. Jasmine Chahal. Cheryl Beatrice Chorney. Sophie Elizabeth Clark. Stephanie Ann Clough. Robin Clements. Colby Clifford. Ashley Ann Corcoran. Marianne Maloran Ya Koji Seshi. Rennie Christie Dangerfield. Marty Rose Ruth Davies. Anya Dawson. Stefan de Villiers. Amber Rose L. Clark Coaching Fan. Megan Elizabeth Ferguson. Jodie Ray Francis. Tina Charlotte Francis. Andrea Barber Gatrell. Ashley Michelle Gaisley, sorry. Clayton Lauren Green. Wendy Lynn Krickelschmar. Probably wrong. Casey Victoria Grunick. Alicia Maria Dawn Gurney. Samantha Jane Hafeli. Kirsty Aileen Harcourt. Candice Habir. Reshaw Lee Hepner Koval. Susan Herman. Haley Lynn Hekawi. Julie Marie Imbach. Karen Elizabeth Jackson. Elizabeth Christine Jardine. Brittany Jefford Moore. Kimberly Joanne Johnson. Kanchan Kalia. Catherine Kazmerik. Tyson James Kerr. Garima Katri. Camille Deidre Kim. Seema King. Kaylee Kirkland. Leanne Jeanette Klein. Melissa Marie Alice Kortzman. Erica Lemon. Wee Hong Stephen Lee. Jane Lowe. Catherine Margaret Jodie Lisak. Jacqueline MacArthur. Athanasia Janu Ba Fonkimi. April Lynn McCorkindale. Isabel Claire McKay. Steve Thomas Leslie Miklos. Margaret Panguri. Janice Louise Murphy. Tanir Murtaugh. Wangu Muya. Violet Marie Noski. Natando Nintini. Tatiana Oshchenpakova. Ariana Mestri. Sibusi Siwe Nunu.
Yes.
Collins Wabunki. Chinelo Patricia Wankwo. Caitlin Marie O'Leary. Achuko Iobosa Ubo. Emily Elizabeth Office. Amanda Rose Austin. Yvette Iona Palvialok. Nicholas Packman. Megan Lynn Palmodden. Rupa Ray. Natasha Lynn Price. Jennifer Robson. Jayla Rosu Thomas. Amanda Rowe. Sharon Ann Saddleback. Kendra Rochelle Seddon. Rosalind Grace Serrano. Elizabeth Marianne Sim. Mahendra Prasad Sitola. Chandra Smiley Rudy. Melinda Christina Smith. Kyle Thomas Scott Sobey. Julia Lynn Stewart. Sharon Rose Stoops. Dennis Shukin. Brenda Lynn Sutherland. Megan Lisa Sinnett. Larissa Melanie Slavic. Melissa Maria Taylor. Natasha Kristen Thibodeau. Pamela Thompson. Suzanne Transwright. Megan Ruth Valade. Ariel Veldhuizen. Mariah Natasha Watton. Lisa Whiffen. Kelty Christina Winters. Hannah Maria Workenen. Olua Wambonkola Ogar Ladi. Right. Ajan Zuma Shiva. Che Yun Wang. Okay. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2019 from the Faculty of Graduate Studies. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, Dr. Babbins-Wagner, Dr. Craig, Mr. Chan, esteemed guests and visitors, friends, family, graduates. My name is Richard Sigurdsson, and I'm the Dean of the Faculty of Arts. On behalf of all of the faculty and staff in arts, I offer our heartfelt congratulations to all the graduates today. You've done it. We're proud of you. And we ask that you keep connected, keep in touch now that you are University of Calgary and Faculty of Arts alumni. We want to hear from you about the wonderful journeys that you're going to have that could take you, like Dr. Craig's journey took her, to places you may not yet be dreaming of. With that, Eminent Chancellor, on the authority of the Faculty of Arts Council, we offer the following graduates.
Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts Honors in Archaeology and a Bachelor of Arts Honors in Development Studies, both first class, Carly Anna Chichalik. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Archaeology and a Bachelor of Arts in History, Sarah Major. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Archaeology and a Bachelor of Science in Anthropology, Jessica Helen Sick. For the degree, Bachelor of Arts in Canadian Studies, Sydney Marie Corey Rankin. Thomas Harris. Corey James Robinson. For the degree, Bachelor of Arts Honors in Development Studies, Hannah Catherine Gaunt, first class. Erin Danielle Knight, first class. Danica Alicia Dirksen, with distinction. Julia Crystal Haynes. Shayna Michelle Lair. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Development Studies and International Indigenous Studies, and a Bachelor of Arts in Economics, Alfred Patrick Lohorn. Janessa Lynn McCauley, with distinction. Lamia Shamsuddin. For the degree, Bachelor of Arts in East Asia, Chantal Ho. Shi Mao. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in East Asia with distinction and a Bachelor of Science Honors in Neuroscience, first class, Yi Fei Yu. Zachary Carl Adrian, with distinction. Alvin Ka Hao Ho. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in East Asian Language Studies and a Bachelor of Science in General Mathematics, Jaden Levi Kutrick. April Grace Baruga Petrascu. For the degree, Bachelor of Arts Honors in Economics, Joel Lewis Balick, first class. Alexandra Corin Chowdhury, first class. Zara Manzur Chowdhury. Rachel Elizabeth Gall, first class. Tiziti Abibi Jima. Gilbert Cameron Brett Libert, first class. Elena Mae Olson, first class. Gonzalo Nicolas Rodriguez Morales, first class. Karen Rita Sondergaard, first class. Adam Michael Wyonzek, first class. For the degree, Bachelor of Arts in Economics, Yusra Abu Salam. Shami Ahmed. Michaela Beth Baer, with distinction. Kulamrat Singh Bamra. Paul Robert Beaverpotts. Elena Katerina Belushi. Jemima Gladdy Bernard. Nicholas Bullrich. Dylan Businius. Ken Chan. Grace Xingzhen Chen. Ji-Won Choi. Imoreshi Danya. Marialbi Carolina de Sousa. Tien Gao. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in History and a Bachelor of Arts in Economics, Megan Ray Graham. Amira Halleck. Ashley May Heath. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Economics and German, Eric Charles Keck. Caitlin Kalaki. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Economics and a Bachelor of Arts in Social and Cultural Anthropology, Cesar Alfredo Escobar. Emily Alisu Fenushi. Biola Fendulawa Falaran with distinction. Bailey Agnes Hubbard. John Tululape Iduwu. Jeremy John Irwin. Yiying Li. Braden Russell Lowe. Richard Paul Lubke. Hadia Mohammed Malik. Apkarek Kaur Nanuan. Martin Inde Luther. Elise Teresa Olivier. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Economics and a Bachelor of Science in Applied Mathematics, Adrian Organowski. Megan Ann Park. Victoriana Perez Franco. Abdulrahman Ahmad Qureshi. Roman Raydugan. Scout Sackley. Dasharn Singh Sandhu. Miguel Angelo Surkina. Marshall Rutherford Nunizi Arsop. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Economics and a Bachelor of Science in Statistics, Megan Michelle Sunval. Jaifeng J. Tan. Yuchen Wei. Curtis Wenzel. Shane Frederick Wilson Murray. Joshua Wei Hong Wong. Dongling Shi. Victoria Yuan Shu with distinction. Yi Fan Shu. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors in English, Emily Rebecca Medlin Marchand, first class. Kezia Laurie Fabian Radford, first class. Paige Leanne Stoffridgen, first class. Ariana Caitlin Alcaraz. Aurora Jade Anderson. Jillian Maurice Pamela Armonia, with distinction. Lacey Barbara Ann Austin. Claire Elizabeth Binden. Jessica Lynn Clement. Julia Natalie Joy Cottingham. Diana Kim Diglix. Melody Jane Dowdy. Maxwell Stephen Ferguson. Miriam Gaurali with distinction. Kaylin Michelle McCauley with distinction. Kendall Alexandria McCrae. Nazar Syed Mahmoudallah. Hannah Christine Rawlings. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in English with distinction and a Bachelor of Education, Claire Catherine Ripley. Delaney Cheryl Siemens. Joshua Nathaniel Simpson. Nicole Thomas. Bailey Jean Bernice Toth. Brenda Trong. Victoria Wei Teng Young with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in French, Aisha Salem Ali. Sarah Jeanette de Oliveira Rosales. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Spanish and a Bachelor of Arts in French, Maria Cuquias. Alexa Odria. Thuraya Jamal Said. Jolie Johanna Vargas Garcia, with distinction. Deanna Cundliff, with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Greek and Roman Studies, Drew Charles Doherty. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Greek and Roman Studies with distinction and a Bachelor of Arts in Linguistics and Language with distinction, Julie Rayanne Newman. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts Honors in History, First Class, and a Bachelor of Arts in Italian Studies with distinction, Sabrina Michelle Panetta. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors in History, Benjamin John Sasgis, First Class. Sophia Emily Traxler, First Class. Marian Joyce Arnott, with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in History, Laura Elizabeth Brunette. Sandra May Chilton, with distinction. Alexander Ewama Colson dos Santos. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in History and Greek and Roman Studies, Eric Odin Hiram Davis. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in History and a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Rachel Rebecca DeLille. Alexander Reed Falk, with distinction. Connor Mahoney. Moses Tamrat Merriam. Courtney McMillan Mishonis, with distinction. Nicole Marie Patsak. Anne Marie Pierce. Khadija Wakar Segol. Christopher Doran Smith. Vanessa Jill Wojtanowski. Yuchen Yan. For the degree Bachelor of Arts, International Indigenous Studies, Kimberly White Quills. Jesse Michael Hunter, with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors in Linguistics, Andrea Levenstein Rodriguez, First Class. Amy Brenner, with distinction. Melissa Chan. Maya Danielle Jardine. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Linguistics with distinction and a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with distinction, Caitlin Alyssa Lewis. Tanya June Penner. Jordan Samuel Eels, with distinction. Bansari Patel, with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy, Tina Christensen. Nicole Kelly Coe, with distinction. Lachlan Anderson Milne. Jenna Marie Wenkoff. Sen Ming Yu. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors in Political Science, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in International Relations, Sumaya Afraz, Islam. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors in Political Science, Samuel Mark Connert, First Class. Reed Joseph Merrill, First Class. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in International Relations with distinction and a Bachelor of Arts Honors in Political Science, First Class, Andrea Nikita Dos Senya. Ashley Anderson. Keegan Ian Andrew. Anahita Anashari. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science with distinction and a Bachelor of Science in Ecology with distinction, Derek Michael Raybaker. Allison Bates. Katrina Santuala Benosa. Fraser Robert Brightman. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science with distinction and a Bachelor of Science in Plant Biology with distinction, John Gabriel Cabello. Lauren Taylor Carson. Alexandra Chanel Champagne with distinction. Sabrina Ann Shahadi. Jason Lee Collard with distinction. Tammy DeFiesta. Ryan William Dormer. Kristen Lorraine Faquette. Savannah Ashley Fu. Sydney Michaela Fu with distinction. Sana Ganji. Aiden Sean Gelfand. Matthew Halajian. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and Russian, Diego Alejandro Izara Savadra. Pancham Judge. Anna Lapushinskaya with distinction. Venezia Abigail Laylor with distinction. Stephanie Amanda Lee. Brennan David Mathies. Adriana Maria Mendoza. Thomas Allen Maservia. Leah Mordo. Justin Cole Naparin. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and a Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Patrick Ma. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in International Relations and a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Tahsin Nawar. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and a Bachelor of Arts in Law and Society, Leanne Adele O'Connell. Rachel Taiwo Alawuyi. Severio Alessandra Poletto, with distinction. Mason Robert Purnell. Amelia Sarah Radke, with distinction. Rodrigo Andres Salazar Garcia. Ahas Raz Tamun. Antonia Sally. Janessa Anita Veens. Hannah Shankar, with distinction. Victoria Angela Schmeiler. Nicole Rosemary Persalo. Megan Elizabeth Simaskiewicz, with distinction. Casimiro Francesco Staffa, with distinction. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Law and Society and a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Ramsha Javed. Harrison Edward Willing. Colton Young Whittle. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies, Hannah Forbes. Skylar Ray Thompson. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and a Bachelor of Arts Honors in Social and Cultural Anthropology, Caitlin Alexandra Kolonowski. Simon Mackenzie Coots, first class. Francesca Pia Ambrosino, with distinction. Andrew Colson dos Santos. Nicholas Christopher Griffiths. Michelle Ashley Huff. Sophia Panchik. Alicia Catherine Vira. Dennis Tarliov. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors in Spanish, Nicole Puccinelli, first class. Christian Carujo. Michelle Angelica Flechas. Anna Polina Tomeo. For the degree Bachelor of Science Honors in Anthropology, Karen Ann Anderson. Megan Sarah Coe. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Science Honors in Anthropology and a Bachelor of Science in Cellular, Molecular, and Microbiology, Sharadi Ratnakar. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Anthropology, Shindeep Banwait. Amandeep Kaur Bhuti. Emily Jennifer Chi. Sierra Jean Clark. Tiana Cleveland. Cassandra Jane Desautels with distinction. Derek Ambrose Dumont. Katerina Julianne Garbula. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Science in Anthropology and a Bachelor of Science in Natural Sciences, Joanne Jessen. Robert Daniel Johnson. Japneet Kamboj. Rhea Dawn Latimer. Kristen Lauren Malinchuk. Arfa Munir. Brenna Ortinsky. Caitlin Elizabeth Reed. Marshall William Salat. Vani Siddhartha. Chelsea Thompson. Ingrid Kirsten Ulrich. For the degree Bachelor of Science Honors in Archaeology, Zoe Irene Cascadon, first class. Johanna Len Delos Reyes. Mitchell Lee Dino. Laura Levac. Kelsey Rose Sylvester. Kaylee Page Woldham. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2019 from the Faculty of Arts. Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, social work is a calling. It is a profession reserved for those whose hearts and minds are dedicated to saving lives, building resilient communities, and fighting injustice. On behalf of the Faculty of Social Work, I congratulate our dear friend and colleague, Dr. Robbie Babbins-Wagner, on her induction into the Order of the University of Calgary. She is a shining model of dedication to our community, the drive to make others' lives better, and deep, authentic leadership. The graduates we present today are also reflective of the call to become social workers. We commend them to this work and challenge them to follow the lead of Dr. Babbins-Wagner. I say to them, embrace the challenge to become leaders in our profession and the community. Change lives. Make our community strong and just. Eminent Chancellor, by authority of the Council of the Faculty of Social Work, Dr. Kathy Sitter and I have the honor to present the following graduates.
For the Bachelor of Social Work, Ruth Abino Abebe. Holly Dion Abt. Omoumi Dorcas Akintobi. Lauren Anderson. Oluwachimi and Jorni Ohu. Abimbola Anitan Ario. Sarah May Armstrong. Reza Asongalem. Karine Akwi Kure Atumo. Tina Azimi. Megan Alexis Badger. Daira Leonore Bejo Satre. Marissa Emily Bennett. Candace Rose Bishop. Ela Elizabeth Berkey. Gerline Cor Bolina. Haley Marie Bushel. Nicole Lena Shalifor. Bailey Madeline Chilton with distinction. Dorothy Chung. Melissa Irene Marie Cracre. Hamulet Dampule. Kathleen Ann D'Souza. Katie Dirksen with distinction. Nora Duska with distinction. Stuart James Elton. Bracknell Isambe. Roberta Joanne Fallon. Nicole Fernandez. Corinne Madison Fetting. Rebecca Ali Fitton. Valerie Joy Fleury. Cheris Tamra Fossen. Sarah Jean Freeman. Sarah Spring Furman. Brianne Corey Gerhart. Tiffany Jean Catherine Goebel. Sydney Caroline Gorman. Catherine Gray. Hope Cherish Greer Stuhart. Jillian Marie Hannigan. Dakashima Aputa Nitri. Tassim Taranun Hashan with distinction. Tasha Ann Hay. Carla Rebecca Enriquez. Allison Eileen Herbst. Kayla Melissa Holroyd. Lydia Rochelle Holick. Rebecca Marie Inthoff. Lilia Eloisa Halbuenha. Michaela Johnson. Jordan Lee Joseph. Nicole Marie Kaiser. Belle Keller. Rohit Karkar. Miranda Natalie Louise Kilpatrick. Mackenzie Brooke Kipta. Kelsey Ray Condro. Amy Janelle Labossiere. Cassandra Laflamme, with distinction. Esteban Jose Guarian. Brienne Marie Leclerc. Tyler Ray Ledwas. Rosalind Gray Bo Yi Lee, with distinction. Erin Christina Levesque, with distinction. Ashley Lindholm. Leticia Loki Hai Zoje. Kendra Marilyn McDougall. Megan Ashley Mackay. John Mayuk. Amrit Kaur Matharu. Emily Joan Matheson. Samuel Mathon. Natasha Marie McClintock, with distinction. Sarah Nicole McKinnon. Jamie Mallory McLean. William Stewart Kenneth McLean. Claire Cecile McMillan. Cheyenne Melnick. Stephanie Jane Messer. Sophie Akala Joke Mofoke. Chanel Antonia Morgan. Antu Omer Mohammed. Katie Jean Mustafa Yava. Courtney Jean Nicholson. God's Power Ikachuma Mai. Samantha Josephine Norberg. Rochelle Erica Snell Norton. Ofuma Odette Odebal Fraggene. Anthony Chizitelu Okongo. Anne-Marie Boladusu. Rita Bamidele Omoji. Hodan Osmun Ahmed. Nicole Valentina Pedersen. Ruth Deirdre Phillips with distinction. Chloe Peacock. Sarah Antanum Pocklington with distinction. Jennifer Marie Pop. Holly Alexa Prue. Julia Maria Racine. Betty Ann Randhill. Karina Jane Rice, with distinction. Yolande Tachawa Sade Santia. Nasimbanu Amirali Said. Heather Mary Samaron. Danielle Ray Schuler. Shelby Schultz. Bridget Sham. Catherine Mary Shetlow with distinction. Caitlin Ann Skibinski. Jeffrey Brian Scove with distinction. Danielle Stone. Lindsay Alexis Straighton. William Andreas Kabak. Ashley Susan Thomas. Paige Marie Thomas with distinction. Teresa Leonora Selenia Frossard Thorpe. Ainsley Taylor Toth. Adrian Claire Underhill. Jody Unger with distinction. Jillian Dawn Utley. Nikita Sarah Villager with distinction. Emily Wadden. Nicole Amber Wallace with distinction. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2019 from the Faculty of Social Work. Thank you.
Well, congratulations, graduates. We are now at the point of the ceremony where we honor graduates for special recognition, those who have excelled in their studies to the point where they are signaled out as a medal winner. And the details of the medals that we're awarding at this ceremony are on page 36 of your convocation program. Eminent Chancellor and President, it is my honor to present to you, the Platform Party graduates, and everybody else assembled here today, the following medal winners. The winner of the Faculty of Arts Gold Medal is Gilbert Lippert. Gilbert is graduating with an honors Bachelor of Arts degree in economics with a minor in mathematics. During his studies, Gilbert was involved in campus life as a member of the Society for Undergraduates in Economics. He'll be returning to the University of Calgary in the fall of 2019 to begin his Master of Arts in Econ, and his academic interests involve industrial organization, electricity markets, and energy and environmental economics. Following the completion of his master's degree, he plans to pursue a career in regulatory economics in Alberta's electricity industry. And Gilbert is graduating with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Congratulations, Gilbert. The winner of the Gail Gilchrist James and Richard F. Ramsey Gold Medal in Social Work is Ruth Phillips. Nice try. Ruth is graduating from the Faculty of Social Work Southern Alberta Region program, a former lecturer and professional musician who holds a Doctor of Music from McGill University. Jobs and family brought Ruth to Alberta from Nova Scotia following some time in Quebec. Ruth came to social work looking for a second career where she could continue working as a helper and focus on community capacity building. Ruth is an active advocate for inclusive community opportunities and increased parenting supports and resources for newcomers, and she volunteers with the Lethbridge Muslim Association. Her cumulative GPA was 3.94. Congratulations, Ruth. The winner of the Faculty of Arts Silver Medallion in Economics is Joel Balick. Congratulations. And the winner of the Faculty of Arts Silver Medallion in the School of Languages, Linguistics, Literatures, and Cultures is Sabrina Panetta. And the winner of the Faculty of Arts Silver Medallion in Political Science is Derek Baker.
Thank you to all of you for attending this convocation ceremony and supporting our graduates, some a little louder than others. It's been a pleasure to see such accomplished people across the stage, and I know the world is in good hands when I see our graduates and hear about their accomplishments. Thank you to our esteemed faculties of Arts, Social Work, and Graduate Studies. Congratulations to our honorary degree recipient, Suzanne Craig, whose career progression I watched as we were at the Globe and Mail at the same time. As a fellow journalist, I am truly humbled to be sharing the stage with her today. Suzanne's work stands as a critical reminder of the importance of journalism in today's world, one in which the media itself is under attack, one in which it is hard to differentiate between fact and fiction, where so much that is distasteful and an attack on the values we hold dear somehow become normalized. Society becomes confused, and from there we progress to discord. Suzanne has had a front row seat to dramatic societal change in business and politics, holding leadership in both spheres accountable. Her work makes a difference, and that's why she was awarded a Pulitzer Prize, the highest honor in journalism. And to think it all began with writing for the Gauntlet at the University of Calgary. As Ben Bradley once said, it changes your life, the pursuit of truth. Suzanne has never stopped in her pursuit of truth and her commitment to speaking truth to power. Today, it's more important than ever. Congratulations to Order of the University of Calgary recipient Dr. Robbie Babbins-Wagner, who is a tremendous example of what happens at the University of Calgary, making a difference and making a difference in the broader community. Robbie's groundbreaking, outcomes-based approach to counseling and therapy is garnering attention around the world. When you say disruptor, you often don't think of social work, but Robbie and the Calgary Counseling Centre are disrupting the world of social work. And she has accomplished all of the great things you heard today while maintaining a sense of balance in her life. She's a mother, daughter, mentor, professor, and friend. Congratulations to our medal winners, Gilbert, Lauren, Sabrina, Derek, and Ruth. Our convocation ceremony was accompanied by music thanks to some very talented individuals. Thank you to Alf Miller, our piper, Elder Rod Hunter, who performed the honor song, Laura Hines for performing the national anthem, and the Sidewinders for providing music. A special thank you to all the staff, faculty, and volunteers who have worked so hard behind the scenes to make today's convocation ceremony unfold smoothly. To our graduates, throughout this ceremony, we have recognized your years of dedication and commitment to your studies and extracurricular activities. You've worked hard, and we are proud of all that you've accomplished. Today is your day of celebration. Take photos and remember this day. Cherish the memories you've made along the way. You've done it. You are now officially a University of Calgary graduate. And when you think about lifelong learning, think about coming back here. One housekeeping note before we depart. I would like to ask the graduates to please exit from the floor, up the bleacher stairs to the track level after the academic and platform parties make their way to the back of the gym. All audience guests, please remain in your seats until the procession is over, and you may then join your graduates upstairs. I declare this convocation closed. Please stand for the departure of our processions.